All right, I've been using the Auto-GPT version 0.4.3 since today. I think it was released last night or this morning, and it's been working very well. I set it to autonomous continuous run for 100 loops, and it iterated through down to the only remaining were 7, and it said it completed the task. It didn't really do a good job completing it. I was trying to have it build a web page, but it did actually make it to the very end without crashing, which has been a big problem. And it also seemed to create necessary information and generate some reports. Not anything that I can share right now, but I'm running it again now, and I'm going to try to refine it. One of the techniques I've used to make it run better is provide it a guiding text plan. So I've been iterating over a plan that it can consume, and it actually can clone a repo. It can look up the necessary information, look up people on LinkedIn, which it's doing right now. But I'll do a more detailed AutoGPT video on actually those steps. But the idea is to be able to generate a business web page by pulling information from the internet, using the plan that's provided, and any other information for it. And it's working a lot better now with version 0.4.3. The next steps will be to analyze the text file I'm using as the input script. I basically give it a plan, some key items, in this case for the web page, and some technical specifications such as API keys and credentials necessary to log into sites to be able to access and make changes. Ultimately, the goal is to create documents that can be fed into AutoGPT, because I've noticed the more guidance you give it, the more likely it is to stay on track. What tends to happen is, as anyone who uses it is probably well aware, it drifts and can lose track of what its intention is. So what I do is I provide it this document, and as part of the document, I remind it to check the document frequently, and it will. It'll do a few steps, go back and look at it, do a few steps and go back. It definitely helps. This last version has been helpful that it doesn't time out and fail. So the next few steps will be to see how it handles the guiding document, continue to edit the document as its sort of source plan, and see if I can get this to a point where it actually creates something close enough to where I can just either make the changes I need or have a fully finished product. The goal is to create a website, business website. And if it can do that, that will be very cool. And essentially, you start to have your own web developer, or at least a web developer intern, which would be a very nice thing to have. All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, follow, share, ask me questions, whatever you need. I'm just learning this. This isn't as anyone know, I don't think anybody's an expert on this yet. But if you have questions, I'm happy to share my experience and how I'm doing. I will do more videos in more detail. If I can get some success, I'll map that. I may show a video on the lack of success, but that's not as interesting. All right. Thank you.